Hello, hello, and welcome to day 2 of the Get Paid Challenge. This is a 3-day challenge to help you develop ideas so that you can create a brand new stream of income. I, of course, am Coriel. Excited to be hosting this challenge, excited to be connecting with so many working women all around the world. We got people representing from so many cities, and we got some countries, some international people in the building. So shout out to everybody who is taking the time to invest in themselves and come up with new ways to get paid. I am an author. I am a serial entrepreneur. You name it, I have done it. If it's legal, I have sold it. And I am an educator who's managed to turn my $32,000 teaching salary into a 6-figure brand. Although I have done a little bit of everything from handmade jewelry businesses to consulting, I've been a corporate trainer, a classroom teacher, of course. But most recently, I have truly become passionate about passive income. I have learned that you do not have to slave in order to be successful. And you don't have to start a business where you are literally enslaving yourself through self-employment. Our goal is to create businesses that we do not need a break from, businesses that can still boom, whether we are on the beach or in the bed. You are still able to make money no matter where you are in the world, no matter what you are doing, if you have the right systems in place within your business. Day 1 of this challenge was all about mindset, right? Before we can start talking about making money, we got to start with creating a solid foundation, something to build from. You can have literally all of the strategies in the world. You can have the best coach in the world. You can have thousands of dollars sitting aside in a business fund to invest in your business. But if you don't have the right mindset to sustain success, none of that matters. And so I truly created this challenge, this entire challenge, to help you generate ideas so that you can create new income. And we had to start with your mindset. I showed you all a picture of me yesterday. I looked like a totally different person. I hope y'all didn't screenshot me. Don't show nobody. It's a little embarrassing. But the glow up is really real, okay? Your girl has come a long way, not just on the outside, not just my outward appearance, but it started with my mindset. It started with me changing the way that I thought about myself, changing the things that I thought I deserved, changing the things that I put up with, not really, allowing myself to settle for things that were less than what I deserved. It all started with my mindset. One thing that I didn't share with you all yesterday that I wanted to share because I love telling this story. I think it really, really talks to the difference that your mindset can make. One of the things that I talked about yesterday that I used to struggle with is really basing the things that I want, basing the things that I did on what other people did, on what other people were comfortable doing, basing my decisions on the comforts of other people, basing the things that I thought I deserved on what other people around me were doing. And so literally when I was a classroom teacher, bringing home that $2,800 check that I had to budget for the entire month, I was driving a Honda. No shade to Hondas. I had 3 of them. I love them. Great cars. But I was driving a Honda. Nothing great, nothing to write home about, nothing to brag about, nothing to be too excited about, right? Fast forward to today with a new mindset, with more money, with a new way of thinking and some new streams of revenue. I was able to purchase what at the time was my dream car. Now I have, of course, set my sights on something better, but I was able to purchase a brand new Mercedes-Benz for less than I was paying for that Honda. And I'm not bragging about being able to purchase a Benz, but the real bragging factor is the fact that my car note now is less than what I was paying for that Honda. And it started with my mindset because I learned the power of entrepreneurship. I learned the power of multiple streams of income. I learned the power of credit, right? All of these things that I learned through having a new mindset, through breaking out of that paycheck prison, thinking that I had to depend on one stream of income, right? And so now I'm literally able to do way more, make way more, and be in control of my life. That's what real wealth is for me, yes, I want to make money. And yes, I'm going to teach you all how to make money. But real wealth is freedom. It's the freedom to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, calling the shots, right? Doing the things that you want to do on your own terms, not having to get paid based on what the school system says you are worth, right? When I was a classroom teacher, they decided my ceiling. They got to set the boundaries for how much I brought in. They decided that depending on how long I had been in the education system, how many, degrees I had, how much time I had given this system, that's what was going to determine my paycheck. So that meant that the teacher down the hall who had been a teacher for 15 years was going to make more than me every single month, whether or not she did more than me or not, whether or not she provided quality instruction or not, whether or not her kids were learning as much as mine or not. It was a whole different mindset. And so I'm not saying any of this to be shady to the teachers, because we need good teachers. And I loved teaching. However, it's a completely different mindset when you step into the entrepreneur side, when you step into the mindset of understanding that you don't have to depend on one stream of revenue, that your job or your degree does not have to be the end all be all, that there is something else bigger out there for you. God created you to do more than just be an employee. And I'm not telling you got to quit your job, but I am telling you that multiple streams of income is where it's at. Okay. Multiple streams of income is not a luxury. It's a necessity. And so we got to start there with just changing your mindset to understand that you deserve more than what you currently are accepting. You deserve more than you think that you are worth. Okay. God has something more for you. All you got to do is put yourself in position to get it. Okay. So last night was all about mindset. If you missed day one, definitely make sure you check your email for the replay link, because you gotta get that message. It starts with your mindset. Last night on day one, I also gave you all an opportunity to take action. Shout out to the people who did that. A couple of the people, Christina, Mundy, Jerry, Key, Jasira, took advantage of that last night. I have like a whole list here, but I'm not gonna go through everybody because y'all would just be mad at me. But shout out to everybody who definitely took advantage of that and took action last night. Definitely make sure you stick around to the end of tonight, because I have another opportunity, of course, for you to stop talking about it and start being about it, start taking action. Tonight is all about marketing. People always want to know, how did you get featured in Essence? How did you get an interview with Forbes? How did you get all of these opportunities? The money is in your marketing. And so it's so important for you to understand that it starts there. All right? It starts there. It starts with your marketing. It starts with people knowing about the amazing things that you're doing. It starts with you putting the word out there. It starts with you understanding that it takes more than just a great product. It takes more than just an amazing service, right? You have to be able to market yourself. The money is in the marketing. Now, some of y'all ain't making no money off of your marketing, because maybe you spend so much time, so much energy in creating. You're coming up with this bomb logo. You're coming up with this amazing t-shirt design. You're spending all of this time making this website, working on this landing page, writing this book. But then you drop the ball when it comes to being consistent in your marketing. You're creating, but then you're not consistent in your marketing. You're spending hours coming up with this content, right? You're spending hours creating these videos to market your content, but then you're not even consistently sharing that stuff. You're not even consistently promoting your products. Some of the reasons why your marketing might not be making you any money is because you are posting that same tired flyer on Instagram day after day. And that one flyer is only going to get you so far. Posting that flyer is only going to capture the attention of so many people, okay? Some of you have no strategy, no systems behind your marketing, and that's why it's not making you any money. And so tonight's session is really all about helping you realize why your marketing hasn't been making you money, what mistakes you may be making in your marketing, so that tomorrow when we talk about monetization, you'll have this foundation there. And if you don't have a business, so you haven't been making any mistakes, so to speak, in your marketing, you are in a really great place because you can start with this solid foundation. You can start with at least a simple strategy so that you're not wasting a lot of money in your marketing. Okay, the worst thing that you can do is spend money marketing to the wrong people or marketing in a way that is not attractive to your audience. Okay? The best product in the world is not going to sell itself unless you're Beyonce. Like Beyonce can do a digital drop tonight at midnight and be platinum tomorrow at midnight. You and I, unfortunately, are not Beyonce. Okay, so you are going to have to use some tools to get the word out there. And the great thing about being an entrepreneur in 2018 is that we have access to so many free tools. There are so many amazing tools that we can use that are totally free that will allow you to reach people all around the world 24 hours a day. So your product is not going to sell itself, but you can use social media. You can use email marketing. You can use content marketing. You can use lifestyle marketing, affiliate marketing, event marketing. You can use so many different tools to market your product and your services without breaking the bank. That's the beautiful thing about being an entrepreneur these days. When I started my first business, I had to be my own street team. Okay, there was no social media. I had to print flyers up and go to the mall and hand out flyers. Be the annoying girl that was stopping people to give them my flyer, stopping people to give them, my business card and to talk to them about my business. That was way more work. A whole lot more time went into that type of like guerrilla marketing where you're literally on the street talking to people. Okay, I was a one-man band. That was a lot more work than just coming up with a social media strategy, coming up with a posting schedule, coming up with some dope content. We got it easy these days. And so it literally just takes the right systems and the right strategies in place because your business and your products are not going to sell themselves. So again, I want to share with you all tonight some of the mistakes, some of the reasons why your marketing is struggling. One of the reasons why your marketing might be struggling is because you are not selling your story. Maybe you're not selling your story because you don't even know your story. One of the most profound things that one of my mentors said, and it stuck with me, and I tell this to like all of my clients, is someone else may have your skill, but nobody else has your story. Someone else may have your skill, but nobody else has your story. So you got to get really clear about what your story is. Do you even know your story? Do you even know what it is about you that is so different, so unique? How can you position yourself in a way that sets you apart from everybody else? How can you share your story in a way that will connect with your audience? You got to connect with people by painting a picture. You can't just put out there a flyer for your t-shirt and say, go to my website and buy now, get free shipping. You want to paint a picture. You want to share a story, okay? Facts tell, stories sell. You want to sell yourself in a passive way. Every single time I do a live broadcast on Facebook, on Instagram, back in the day when I was doing them on Periscope, I made money on all of those live broadcasts, not because I was selling something, not because I was spending the entire time pitching my product, but because I was selling myself in a passive way by painting a picture. I was talking about the things that I had gone through. I was talking about my experiences. I was talking about the things that make me an expert in a way that made people want to work with me, in a way that made people want to know more about what I knew, made people, want me to help them with their business, made people want to find out more about my book. I would share a little piece, a small part of a lesson from my book, and that would entice people to go onto my website and purchase my book. Not because I was spending 30 minutes telling them to go on my website and purchase my book, but because I was simply sharing my story in an authentic way that connected with my audience. Your marketing has to increase your like, know, and trust factor. People are going to buy from you when they like you, when they know you, and when they feel like they can trust you. And so your marketing should share a story. Your marketing should paint a picture about your product or services. Why do people need what you have? Why do people need to come to you before they go to anybody else? Why are you the expert in your industry? You should be able to share that information in a way that doesn't make people feel pressured, in a way that doesn't make you seem like a pushy salesman. A lot of people are afraid to quote unquote sell themselves or sell stuff because they have a negative connotation with the term selling. They think of telemarketer, right? Some pushy salesman at their door harassing them about buying things. If you are doing it the right way, you will sell yourself without having to sell anything. Your products and services will sell themselves organically because of the way you share your story. So focus on selling your story. Sell yourself and your products